Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Poorboys Little Homestead. I'm Eddie. If this is your first time here, thanks for stopping by. Stop in anytime you feel. In today's video, we're going to be starting up our Sandpro 75D. And I'm sure this will be the same setup procedure on any sand filter, pool sand filter, but this is a GAME Sandpro 75D. So after you got it set up, if you didn't see that video, I attach it above. I got a video on how to assemble the Sandpro 75D, fill it with sand, and then I got a video on putting in my cut-off valves that I added on my own. So we finna start this baby up. First thing it says is to open your valves. So if you just using your valves on your swimming pool, this is the Coleman Power Steel swimming pool. So you got this valve up here, and then you would have your B ports plugged. But since I added my valves, I ain't got no plugs in there. So all I gotta do is open my two valves. All right, guys, we got our valves open. And this is where there's a little conflict of interest. Well, I don't guess there's no conflict, it just ain't no instructions at all. It tells you to start out with this valve on this sand pump in closed position. Next it says open your valves or pull your plugs and let the pump and tank fill with water. Well, when I done that, ain't nothing happening because it tells you on your very first thing to start out with this in closed position. Nowhere in this directions it tells me to put this in regular mode in the filtration position. But after I sat here and ain't no water coming in, I put this handle in filtration position, and now I can hear it and the pump's filling with water. So next it says after it fills with water and you check for leaks, it's done stopped flowing with water and I don't see no leaks. You put this in backwash position, and right here is where you have to remove your backwash plug. If you watch my video, I put me a valve right here. And we're gonna turn our pump on, and it's gonna blow water out backwashing. So in this video, you already learning how to start up this pump, and you learning how to backwash with this pump. So the main thing at this point is you always leave your power source unplugged or turned off. You start off in closed position, open your valves, put it in the filtration position till your tank's full. Then you put it in backwash position. Don't forget to remove your plug. And now we're finna turn the power on, and it's gonna backwash and blow water out. And after it blows water out, if you were backwashing, cleaning your sand, you would let it run until you started seeing clear water. Our sand's new, but this is the procedure it says to go through. So I'm going to turn the power on, and we're going to let it run a minute, and then I'm going to turn the power off, and then we're going to go to the next step of this startup procedure. So y'all watch out, y'all might get a little water splashed on you. Alright, so now we backwashing. This is the same thing you would do when it comes time to clean your filter. So I'm gonna say that's long enough since I'm starting out with new sand here, so it ain't dirty. So I gotta go turn my power off. That's the very first thing you do. After you do the backwash procedure, it says turn your power off. Go from backwash position to rinse position. Turn our power back on and then let it run for 60 seconds. And that's gonna make it settle your new sand in your tank or after you backwash. Now after I rinsed for at least 60 seconds, it says move your valve to filtration position. And to move that valve, guys, all you do is push down on the little handle here and then turn it. And now we're ready to turn the power back on and we should be in action. But y'all don't go nowhere, cause we finna see how this DIY sprinkler works. That was on the video of me hard piping this with these valves. I told y'all it would be in this video, and let's see how it works and see if I need to change the hole size. And if I do, I'm gonna let y'all know what size holes I put in it. So now I'm finna turn the power back on and see how this little baby runs. Well guys, you watch this video, that's 1/16 inch holes. And I think that's good enough, because if you want it to spray harder, all I gotta do is start closing my return line here just a little bit. You don't want to close it all the way off, because this is returning back to your pool. But you can close it just a little bit and you see it makes that sprinkler spray higher. And that's all we need, just something for the kids to have a little water to get on them. So next up, well, first I'm finna show y'all now with this pump that our Intex skimmer is working the way it's supposed to be. The pump that comes with these pools ain't even big enough to run the skimmer. And look at there, you see that skimmer working, how much trash it's done caught? All them bugs and stuff's going right in that skimmer. When you get ready to empty it, all you gotta do is take the little float out. You ain't got nowhere to sit. You get your basket out and go dump it. So I've had this skimmer and ain't been getting to use it because the other little pump wouldn't run it. That in there is working. You can see it sucking stuff in there. Also next we finna hook up the Polaris65 vac and see if it moves it around like it's supposed to be running. Now guys, I also have a video on assembling and hooking up the Polaris65 vacuum and a DIY fitting that it takes to fit these Coleman hooves. So if you didn't see that video and you're interested in a Polaris65, you may want to go back and watch that video. But it's got a quick connect that goes on your A port, and that's where I had to make the DIY fitting. But this valve right here, with our little pump that comes with this pool, and this is how you adjust your speed of your vacuum moving. The slower your pump is, you want that valve closed. With a bigger pump, you open it and it lets water bypass out so it won't be going too fast. Well, these little pumps that come with this pool wouldn't even make the thing move around fast enough to do its job. So now we finna see. Now not only did that, y'all see after I hooked that vacuum, that made that sprayer start spraying too much. So now I can use this valve that I put in there and adjust this sprinkler to the strength we want it. Y'all see how this end of this vac is underwater? It's blowing that stream of water so stout. That little pump that come with this swimming pool wasn't even making no water come out of the end of this hose. Okay guys, so I did go back and I drilled 1/8 inch holes in my pipe. And that makes it more like the way I want it. You turn the valve on, pull wide open to spray further. But yet it don't spray across the pool. It sprays a little over halfway. You turn the valve down and adjust it if you just want it slow. One thing I am gonna do, I just had that put up there until I got it tested. I'm gonna cut my pipe and put me a 45 and put that on over closer to the pool, where it'll be basically right on top of my rail like that. But as y'all can see, the new pump with the bigger engine, look at that thing backing up now. It'll back up, then it'll change and it'll go the other direction. That little motor wouldn't even make it do that, and wouldn't even start enough to make water come out the end under on the bottom to blow up your trash to go in the little bag. So that is the Sandpro 75D. Alright guys, so there's the finished product. I cut that pipe there and put a 45 up so it'd be over on top of the rail. The Polaris is just getting it out there. The skimmer's working the way it's supposed to be working now. And that is the Sandpro 75D. Now from my reading and stuff, I think for this pool and even that Polaris65 there, a person could get by with the Sandpro 50D. But I wanted to make sure that I got a big enough motor, so I got a 3/4 horsepower, and that's on the 75D. To recap on what we did on startup of the new sand filter, you put your valve here in closed position. Power off. No power. Turn your valves on or pull your plugs and let your water come into your pump. Then you move this valve here to the filtration position. Then that lets your water go into your pump and fills your tank. Directions didn't tell you that part. It just says put it in the closed position, but don't nothing happen. After it fills and you check for leaks, you put this in the backwash position, pull your backwash plug, turn your motor on, turn your power on until you see clean water coming out. So that's the same thing you would do when you want to clean your sand and backwash. When you see clean water, turn your power off, put your valve to the rinse position, go back, turn your power on, let it rinse for a good 60 seconds. Turn your power off, come back. At that point, you would close the valve, put your plug back in the waste plug. Then you can move your valve to the filtration position, turn your power on, and you You generating. You ready to go then. So guys, I hope this video was helpful to someone. If you have any comments, any questions, please leave them in the comments and I'll try to answer them and help you out the best I can. If you see something I didn't do right, please put it in the comments so I can correct it on this video, because I do not want to be telling someone wrong. Please give me a thumbs up, like, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff to help me grow my channel. Stay tuned for the next videos coming up. Thanks for watching. God bless and have a great day.